Hey guys, today we're not actually gonna be playing Risk. Today I'm actually gonna teach you. This is the tips, tricks, and learning episode video. Yeah, I'll be teaching you everything I know, so you can also get great at Risk, and yeah. So I'll teach you through one time at a time. So first we got cards. You might wonder what are cards. So here you go. You can either have progressive cards or fixed cards. Fix will mean bonus troops. You probably won't understand that. So fix means if I have 3 cannons, it'll always mean I'll get 8 extra troops. If I have one of each of them, I'll always get 10 extra troops, unless I control that area. Progressive means first we start off with 6 areas. If someone was to trade in their cards, they would get 6. No matter what they were, they would get 6. Then it turns up to 8. Okay? Then if someone else uses their cards, then it will go up to 10. It goes higher and higher. Then you could probably use like 3 soldiers and you can get like almost like 25. So that's what it does. Next thing is alliances. Since I play with since I'm playing with computers, that won't be a problem because you can't chat or do anything with them. Okay? So, the last thing over here is blizzards and fog of war. So, in the last episode, which I uploaded, I showed what blizzards were. They're just areas which you can never take out. Fog of wars are kind of different. So, if I hold a place, and let's say I'm surrounded by other people, okay? Like, it's the beginning of the game. I'm surrounded by other people. Those are the people I can see. But let's say one of like, for instance, do you see this area where I'm pointing to? You probably won't. So I have a territory, right? The countries around my territory, I can see them, but the countries not around my territory, I won't know where they are, and I won't know that they're there. That's kind of it, and that's kind of it. So that's for settings. Over here, you get to pick what you want. One second, guys. I'll place it down so I can actually teach you guys. I'll just put medium. So this is what we got, okay? You can pick if you want this, how many people you want. You can do maximum this. You can get rid of people. So that's it. I like playing with 4 because it's not a big amount and it's not a small amount. Now I'll teach you everything inside the game. First of all, you guys might have been hearing me say like turtling or something like that. So what I mean by turtling is, so right now I have Australia, which is good. This is called Australian turtling strategy, African turtling strategy, South American turtling strategy. All of this, all of the continents names with turtle strategy. So yeah, that's what they do. So like I controlled that, right? What people do with the Australian turtle strategy is that they place all of their troops in Siam, which is this area where the 6 is. Then when they place all of the troops there, that means if there's like 15 troops here, if they have like a 5 over here, just like me right now, if that was another player's troops, that means they won't be able to take it. So every turn they just attack one area and fortify back to where they are. That's all of that. So the next thing is cards. So again with that, I'll be teaching you in game. So every time I take a territory, which is one of these areas, I will get a card. If I don't take one, I don't get a card. Even if I try to attack it, but they win, I won't get it. Today I'm playing with progressive because in the other games I always do fixed. So you need 3 of a kind to do it, or one of each. Next up is alliances. I can't really do alliances because they're computers, but in the normal game you can do alliances, which basically means you can chat with them a tiny bit, but you can't do much with it. So you can chat with them, you can say, please attack that player. Sorry, I need your territory. attack my territory if you need to, and just that type of stuff. Okay, and yeah, the next thing is continents to go for and about the continents. So there's 6 continents in the game. So with that 6 continents, which continent should you go in the beginning? You should always go for the continents that you have the most troops in. If you have the most troops in Asia, that's kind of a bad idea because Asia is the most targeted area. Because let's say like this, Asia has 5 borders. You're gonna have to defend all 5 of them, and you get an extra 7 per turn. So that's gonna be kind of hard to hold, right? So, and about them. So, for instance, sorry, for instance, South America, I get 2 extra points, but I have to defend 2 borders. So, North America, I get 5 extra troops, but I have to defend 3 borders of it. Europe, I have to defend 4 borders for 5 points. That's kind of a bad idea. Africa, I have to defend 3 for 3. Asia, 5 for 7. Bad idea. 1 for 2 is pretty good. That's why they call it the Australian turtle strategy. There's many other strategies with that as well. So, yeah, that's all there is. So, next up on the list is attacking. So, when should you attack and when should you not? So, like right over here, I have 6 and he has 6. He has 6 defending and I only have 5 attacking. Because look at this. If I'm attacking there, if I lose my 6, which is actually 5, I'll guaranteed need 1 here. Or else it'll just be blank. Who will get it? So it'll always be 1 minus on what you have if you're ever going to attack. It'll always be that. So you should always attack if you're very confident. So let's say I want to take out an entire player in 1 turn. The best way to do that, if you're like very late in the game and you want to do that, the best way to do it is counter all your troops, or you can check it out over here in the corners. If you have more troops than every player combined, then you're all right to go for it. Because even when you destroy them, in case like you lose everything, because if you have less, then in case you lose everything, then they're gonna attack you and then you lose, which is a bad idea. So that's how you do it. So yeah, other things. Like you should always attack if you're really sure you should. Like if you only have like 2 things left and you know you're gonna die, just go for 1 attack and defend, and then fortify back to where you were. So then you will get your territory card, and maybe one time you could use them, probably win the game. Okay. Now, next up, where to defend and how to defend stuff. Defending, if you have a continent, I pressed that on accident. If you have a continent, then you should always place it on your borders. Like this is bordering with this, and they're separate continents. That means you should always defend here because they can rush into you. Unless, like yellow, he's probably going to take over this. If he does manage to do that, then there's no point defending this because you just got to defend here, here, and here because they can't do anything here unless they break in here. So that's what I'm talking about. So, and also, if you don't have a continent, then that's kind of a different thing. You should always defend. Like, if you don't have a continent, you have like half of a continent, let's say, and you don't want to attack because you know you're gonna lose. Just fortify if you have an extra slot. So let's say I get 3 America areas and 4. Okay, there's 3 up here, 3 up here, and like the rest down here. I'm not sure I should attack here to here because I might lose. So you should just defend and fortify this back to here. That's all you gotta do. So, next up on the list is where to place troops. So, well, this is kind of your choice, basically. You see Australia? What is the point of, if I have Australia, what is the point of placing all my troops in uh, Eastern Australia? There's no point of doing that because my troops can't attack it. If you have a large army in in Indonesia over here, if you have the largest army here and you even have just one here, your largest army gets blocked. It gets completely blocked. There's no way, you can't bring it out, and that's all you can do. You can't do anything else. It's just stuck there. And then you gotta fortify there and just waste your entire turn. So instead of doing all that, just remember, always place your troops in places you're gonna attack or defend. Like if I control Africa, for instance, I got like three here, and four here. I would probably like spread them out evenly so that like, they're even or basically good for defense. You see this 9? If this was at 1, I know that red's gonna attack me, so I'm gonna defend with it. Okay, so I guess that's where to place troops. So where to fortify. So there's many ways you can do this. If all my troops are down here, I would fortify this up to here. I defended very good. If all my troops are there, then I would fortify up there because it's my border line. Then if I sorry, if I place, so let's say I want to attack someone. Same instance, I got those 4 as my areas. One's there. I would fortify it to a place where it's ready to attack for the next turn. That's what I would do. I would put it somewhere where I'm ready to attack for the next turn. That's the best thing you could do. So yeah, that's the best place you can put it. And always remember, like me, don't do it like me. Always remember, trade in your cards. Don't forget. If you just, I know I forget. I just forget there's a thing called cards. It is attack territories for like fun or something. So yeah, always remember, trade in your cards no matter what. Just always trade them in. If it's a set, but if it's like a 3 people and there's like no point doing it, unless you're in progressive card game, then you should probably do it. But if you're in a fixed card game, probably not time, and you could just skip your turn, continue on for the next time. That's the best time. That's the best way you can do it. So yeah. Um, so next thing's blizzards. So we're back to blizzards about the map. So blizzards will spawn randomly in the map. I'm not sure if blizzards can spawn like in Siam because there's no way in Australia. So I think they made it so it probably does work. But blizzards will spawn randomly on the map, and those places can never be occupied by an area. So let's say a blizzard is here. If my army was here, I could not attack the blizzard area. I couldn't go around it or anything. I'm just stuck there. I would have to go all the way up America, and then I would be able to come down here. So then fog of war. So this is kind of hard to explain. So this is my territory, okay? I can see these two because they're next to me. So in fog of war, I could see them. This territory and all of this territory, I cannot see that because it's not neighboring my territory. So I cannot see a single thing over here. Not one. So same with this. I can see this and this. I can't see this, I can't see this, I can't see any of that. Okay. Next one is all of this stuff, but all of the most important stuff, but why do we do it, what it does, and where to do it. So the most important stuff to you is probably turtling if you can, alliances, all of that type of stuff. And yeah. So here's some tips now. Alliances. Here's a smart idea. I just made this up by myself. If I'm aligned with blue and red, I would ask blue, please attack the red player. Blue, if they were a good teammate, they would probably attack it. Then I would ask red, please attack the blue player. They would do it, and then they'll just become a war. They will get so weakened out, and then I would come in and kill them. That's the best tip for that. Next is, let's just do turtling. Tips for turtling. Always put all your troops here. You might be wondering, why am I not putting my 4 there then? Because in my turns, I'm attacking there. And if I attack up here, I want that to come back down here. So I don't want to because if I put it there, then that 4 is going to do nothing. Instead of getting rid of a 4, I could bring back a 7. I don't want to bring back a 4 to defend. I could bring back the 7 to defend, which is way better. Way better for it. And always fortify if you're going to attack next turn with the same instant with the America thing. If it's like this, I would fortify all of that down here because I'm ready to attack for the next turn. So next thing is why do we turtle? Okay, we turtle because we're gonna get extra cards and we want to defend our border, and we always want extra cards with it. So I mean extra people. We're gonna get extra people. We're just gonna put it there, attack one area, fortify back, and that's all you have to do for your turn, and you're good. Next up is where to place troops. So here. So where to place troops. You should always place troops in the place you are about to do something. So for your attacking phase, always place troops in the place you're going to attack. So, do you know the Africa stage? If I'm over here and I would attack here, when I attack down here, I would leave a tiny bit here, but I know that I'll be able to use this to take out Africa if I'm going for. So I would leave a tiny bit here, come here, destroy this, and attack this, and then I could spread them out evenly. So then you defend all 3, because when you fortify, you can't fortify all at once. So that's why. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm gonna see if you would like any more. So, here's one more. Attacking. Always attack if you're sure. If you're not sure you're gonna lose, like do a 6-on-6. If you're not sure you're gonna win, then probably don't go for it. It's a bad idea because you probably might lose, and then when they notice that because the opponent will notice, hey, they try to attack me. Since they attacked me, I'm gonna attack them back, and then your armies have won because you blitzed them. So then they're gonna easily get through you and then take over your continent or the place you had. So always do it carefully. Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, with cards, while my turn's coming up, always remember to use your cards. Your cards will always help you, especially in progressive card games. Look at this. I'm sending in one of each for 20 extra cards. Also, in these games, never go for continents. Go for cards and getting rid of players. In these games, it's the best idea on earth to eliminate players. Because you get their cards, you use their cards, you get twice as many soldiers back. That's why it's the best idea ever to use them. So always remember, use your cards and they will help you a lot. Look at that. Remember blue came in? That 7 is gone now. You see the 6? Gone now. But you should always be ready because they can also have a set. Like look at yellow. He has 4. It's almost guaranteed he has a set. Right? So it's probably a better idea to do it than not to. So yeah. And always fortify like this. You see this 7? I know that if he tries attacking here, my 10 will block it. You see he only has 1 here. Even if he places his troops there, it's probably not going to be enough because I have a 4 there. That's why I'm defending like this, not half off. Because that 7 could kill me. So, yeah, I guess this is it. Yeah, that's all I got. So, I guess that's it. And always play against people who are higher rank than you. I play against computers for your words because I feel like it's going to take too long if I play against real players. I might play against real players though, but listen, always play against them. And with computers, try doing a little higher so you can try getting better and better until you win. So, yeah, guess that's all I had to show you. So yeah, I guess that's all I had to show you. So hope you learned something today, and bye.